Hi guys, it's been a while. I apologize for this. I am having a no makeup day. I haven't been wearing makeup that much, and I'm gonna be wearing makeup tomorrow, so I didn't feel like it. I had to tailor the shirt. It was a bodysuit, and I didn't like it. I liked it more as a shirt, so I cut the things off the bottom, and I MacGyver hemmed it, so it took a while, but it's been a while, and life's been crazy for everyone. Yeah, so this is just me just saying hi again. Sorry. It's been a while. Life's been a little crazy. I kind of wanted to give an update to where I am at right now. I haven't made a video in a while. I was doing really good. Mentally, I was in a great place until March, or maybe end of March, beginning of April. My mental health took a bad dive, and yeah, mentally I was not okay. And I don't want to make this video like me. It's not like a woe is me thing, because I know a lot of people are struggling in the world, especially with things not mental health related, so I don't want it to be like, woe is me. I'm fine. I'm good. Just a little disclaimer. I am fully aware things are going on. I just want to let you know where I'm at. If you're interested. If not, okay. It's fine. I completely get it. I've struggled with my mental health ever since I was like the age of 3. And people think I lie when I say that. I'm not. My anxiety really started at the age of 3. I had really severe separation anxiety. Jar that was using to hold this up just completely fell. I have a sage jar holder. It's a storage jar for like other things, but I use it for sage because I am a good girl. So yeah, what I was saying was, I went off my meds fully in about February, or about beginning of February, and I slowly was declining my meds, which I do not advise you just stop taking your meds or anything. I suggest you talk to whoever prescribed your meds if you're on it. So I was declining using them, and I was doing really well. I was really independent. I was working. I just got promoted at my work. You know, I was doing really good, and I was feeling like my life was getting on track. And I started I was furloughed from my work, and I was at home. And for me, this is normal usually like when I was in school, summertime, I would sometimes go through a funk where I would be a little bit more depressed than normal. And I would just feel, because I'm a person that I have to stay moving, and I have to keep a routine because I have OCD as well as anxiety, major recurrent depression, and some other issues. Fun. I have to keep going and have a routine and just keep on being normal, just doing my everyday thing. That's what keeps me good. And it stopped, and I was doing okay. And at first I really enjoyed my time off. I started getting more anxious, and then I started panicking every day. And when I mean panicking, I mean hyperventilating, feeling like I couldn't breathe, pretty much I thought I was dying. And it got to the point where every day, about maybe 2 times a day at least, I would have these panic attacks where, and this didn't start happening until like mid-April through about the end of May, the end of June, or I don't know. No, the end of June about. And this happened, and it got to the point where my mom would have to pretty much just hold me and bring me back to reality and calm me down. They were some of the, I've had anxiety for a long time, and these were some of the worst panic attacks I've ever had. I would dissociate and not, if you don't know what dissociate means, it kind of means, there's different forms of it. The one I was told by my psychiatrist a long time ago, it's just mine's anxiety based. So when I am really anxious and stuff, I kind of zone out and I kind of leave my body for a minute. And it would get really bad. And it got to the point where I felt like I was like such a burden because I couldn't be left alone. I couldn't be left alone because I was so anxious, and I would freak out. And I felt like I was having a mental breakdown every day. And for somebody that has been good for so long to take like 10 steps backwards, it crushed me. And I don't know if it was timing because of everything that was happening. I was constantly scared that I was just constantly scared with everything happening in the world, and my anxiety, I thought I was dying every day. I was a mess. I was constantly just scared. And living in like a state of paranoia is it's like I can't describe it. I felt like I was drowning, and then everyone's just watching me drown. And there's nothing they could do to help me. And there were times when I was really scared, and I thought, and I almost relapsed on my eating disorder a few times. But I didn't, thank God. But it crossed my mind a few times. And that sucks because I've been good for a long time. And it's hard. I really don't want to cry. It's hard because I've come so far. And to feel like I'm in a bad place again for a long time sucked. It really sucked. And I was doing really good. I was losing weight. I still am, in a healthy way. I did not give in to these thoughts. If you've ever struggled with any kind of like, I don't know, if you ever had an eating disorder or struggled with it, you know that the thoughts, and I hate to like be like this, they don't go away. You can manage them and acknowledge them and tell them to shut the fuck up, and you're not going to listen to them. But when you're in really vulnerable times, sometimes the thoughts come back. And it's just about you have to deal with them. Is my dad been snoring this whole time? I'm sorry. And it just sucked. Okay. It just sucked. But I'm strong, and I knew not to give in, and I knew part of it was my OCD, and that when I'm in really high stress situations, sometimes I try to find something to control myself, or to feel like I have control over my life. And that for me is usually when times when I feel like I have no control, the thoughts come. And this happened to me the year I graduated high school. I felt like I had no control over what was going on in my life, and I was scared because I felt like I wasn't prepared to start in the real world. So the thoughts came back, and again I fought through them. I didn't listen to them, thank God, because I do not want to go through that again. But it was hard. These past few months have been really hard. And so finally I talked to my psychiatrist person, and I said, I really can't function right now. I think it's time I talked to her, and she prescribed me a short-term medicine to help me calm down and to help me have less panic attacks. After a while, it worked good for a while, and then it stopped working, kind of. And I said, like, this was really hard for me, but I said, I think I need to go back on my meds. And I'm not gonna lie, it's something I really struggled with, the idea of going back on meds, because I wanted this for so long to be off of them, and I just wanted to be independent and not rely on something. And it was discouraging for me, and I felt like I was giving up my, like, this goal I've had for a long time. And I came to the realization that it's not giving up. I'm still strong. I just need a little boost. It's something that helps me, and I've been on it for like about a month or two, a month and a half maybe, and I'm really good. Very rarely do I have anxiety, and if I do, it's very brief. It's nowhere near panic, full-blown panic attacks. There's moments when I get stressed out and I get overwhelmed and I have some anxiety, but it's manageable. And it just, I don't know. I've come to the conclusion it's not a bad thing to go back on. I've been on medication since I was 10, on and off for years, and I've tried tons of different ones, and it's okay to need help. And I've always been an advocate. I've been in therapy since I was 9. You need help. Sometimes you need help. And it's helped me. It sucks, and it scared me because I thought, does this mean I'm never going to be able to go off of it? And that scared me. Sorry about that. So I'm pretty sure with this medication that I'm on, eventually if I want to have kids, I can't be on it. When I'm pregnant or whatever, it can like be really dangerous for the baby, I guess. I don't know. I have to talk more about it, but figure that out. But so that scared me, because I'm like, what if I can't be off of it? Does that mean like I won't be able to have kids? Like, that's what scared me. Hi, so it's editing Nikki here. So what I was saying was that it just scared me, like, what if I can't ever be off of it? What if I need it? Like, this was like my one time I got off of it and it like didn't work, and so I started getting really discouraged, like, what if this means I can never go off of it? And that's what scared me, because it really does help me, and I just got really discouraged. But then thinking back at it, maybe it just wasn't the right time for me. Nothing wrong with needing a little help. And so, eventually if I want to try to get off of it again with the right like help and monitoring and stuff, I might try again in the future. But it was a little discouraging for me, and I felt like a failure, because I was like, something I wanted for so hard, it just for so long just got ripped from me. So that was really hard to accept that. And I'm okay with being on it now, because I'm doing much better, and I at that time I needed it. So at that point, so I was talking about all this stuff, and then I started talking about um that I'm no longer vegan. And I was pretty much just saying it wasn't the right time. In the future, I would love to do it again. If I live on my own, I would love to do it again. But it just right now, with a lot of stuff and timing wise, it just wasn't right. So eventually I will do it again, um, or at least vegetarian option. But I really enjoyed doing veganism. Uh, it just wasn't the right time. And I
thought it was a great experience. I still eat a lot of the stuff I ate when I was vegan. I don't drink milk. I don't do any of that. I've never done any of that. I don't drink milk. I always have drinking uh, almond milk. So that I still do. It just, timing, big thing. I'll do it again. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying that. And then I started talking about school and how I'm going back to school. So I will get back into that. Editing Nikki out. Ma.
Whoa, didn't mean to give you that kind of view. Okay. I apologize, my room's a little messy. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm sorry about my skin and what's going on. Oh, gross. I don't know what got cut off and what is still. So, I'm no longer vegan. When I move, eventually, if I move out or whatever, most likely we'll try to do that again. Just because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything about it. It's just the timing isn't right now. I did it for about 6 months, and the timing wasn't right. It was just so hard living with like my family and doing that, and the timing wasn't right. So I will hopefully be doing that again. But my routine is good right now. I'm working, doing all that stuff. Hopefully, I might be starting school soon. Sorry, a squirrel just ran by. Theater, I'd be going for theater. Theater was something I've always wanted to do, but I was too scared to do it. My anxiety got in the way a lot, so I was too scared to do it. But it's something I've always had a passion for. It's something I've always loved doing. There is like some makeup aspects to it that I was interested in too, like doing different things with makeup, and if possible, because makeup has always been a big passion of mine. It's something I use for, it's an art, really. I use it for like expression of myself. I do some crazy ass looks sometimes, and it's just something theater's just something I've always wanted to do. I've done different stuff, but not nearly as much as I'd wanted to do throughout the years. So my anxiety always got in the way, and depression and self-worth issues. I always thought I wasn't good enough, and so I would always just never did anything. So I'm hopefully that will work out. And I think it might be good because a lot of my classes and courses that I have to do are a lot hands-on. So it's a different type of learning environment, hopefully, that I'll excel at or do good at. Hopefully. I know I said that word like 15,000 times, but hopefully, So I actually, and something positive I've been trying to work on during this whole time is that I've been trying to lose weight in a healthy way. And I've been able to lose about 45 pounds since I was at my heaviest. Since thoroughly trying to lose weight, I've lost about 40 pounds. Or maybe, I don't know, I've lost a bit of weight. I still have a lot to go. Long ways, but I'm doing it in a healthy way, and so it's finally I found a system that's working. And I don't like talking about numbers and stuff because I don't want to be triggering for anybody that struggled with any issues, but it's been hard for me to lose weight after struggling for so long, and I feel like I found a system that's working, and I have a routine I've been trying to stick to, and I feel like it's helping. So, yeah. I feel like my confidence, since not because I've lost weight or anything, I just feel more confident lately. And the more positive I've been towards myself And the more accepting I have been of myself, I feel like the easier it's been for me. And I feel like it's working. And I feel like the key to that has also been being more positive on myself. And to not just be so judgmental and opinionated and mean to myself. So it's working. Hopefully. It's been doing good. And I think the fact that I'm not making it a priority, or that it's important to me, but it's not like I'm not focusing on it. I'm not like, because I'm trying and I'm aware of different things, but I'm not like getting down on myself, or I'm not like making it all about that. And I feel like that's what's been helping me, is to just have a more positive mindset has really been helping me. I think I'm doing good. You're okay. Fozzie has nightmares. I feel like I've said this before. He has nightmares like every night. Every time he sleeps, he has nightmares. It's okay. Hi. It's okay. You're okay. I'm here. I love you. I'm sorry. I just had a mom for a second. It's okay. I feel like I've talked about that before in a video, where I feel like he may have had a bad dream before when I was making a video, but he's my best friend and I'm always there for him. And he's just, whenever I'm not working, he's my little baby. Pressed him against me, just like, he's my best friend. Getting him was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I got him at a time when I was really struggling with school. I wasn't going to school. And I know I've talked about this before. I think I talked about it in my What I've Learned from Having Body Mods video. But he is the best thing that's ever happened to me, besides getting help from my mental issues. But he keeps me sane. I haven't taught him tasks or anything, like, but he just does things to help me that no one taught him, which is incredible. That dogs have this sense that humans don't, and he is always there when I need him. I'm having a really, really hard time. He'll just come up to me. Like, there was one day I was having a really bad day. And this was like one of the first bad days I've had in a while, since being on track and being good again. Not good again, but being like myself again. And I just had a really rough day. And he came up to me. I was hyperventilating, sobbing on the couch. He came up to me and I'm like, sorry. Yeah, we're trying to do my throat. He came up to me and I'm laying sideways, like in like fetal position almost. He comes up to me and he just puts his head on like I'm laying like this. He comes up, lays like behind me, and then has his like little head and stuff wrapped, laying on my waist, just kind of like pressure hugging me. And he kept like crying for me to pet him, and I did, and it kind of helped. So it's just, I don't know, I love that little man. I don't know what I would do without him, honestly. He's hated that I've had to go back to work, but I tell him, I gotta afford to take care of you. He just opened his eyes when I said that. Things have been better. So that's the point of this video. Things have been better. Kind of like a little, not really an update, because I've made like a few life update videos, which this is, I feel like that's so, like, I hate doing that, because I feel like it's like making it about me, when it really, I don't want it to be about me. Like, I'm just, part of me, by making this video, is trying to tell people, like, it's okay not to be okay sometimes. Like, I've struggled with mental health my literally half of my life, more than half of my life. I'm going to be 21 in a few weeks. So more than half of my life I've struggled with mental illness. And it's peaks and valleys, and sometimes it just gets hard. So don't be discouraged. That's the point of this video. Don't be discouraged. It wasn't as bad as my depression's ever been, because I was not really depressed during this time. It was more just my anxiety and panicking just really took a toll on me. But the point I'm making is it's okay not to be okay. And it might be hard to admit that you're not okay sometimes, but you need to admit it to yourself that you need help. And that's what I had to do. And I try to seem so strong for a long time, and I feel like for so many people, I feel like when it comes to mental health, I feel like I've always been a person, because I've gone through such struggles and because I was okay for so long. I feel like I was able to I felt like I was able to be a support for other people after going through, for the past few years, I felt like because I was in such a good place, I could be a support for people and I could encourage people. Things do get better. You're not going to be in this state for a while. And so then I felt like such a big hypocrite for teaching people this and then not listening to it myself. Not teaching, but I feel like I was such a hypocrite because I would talk to people and tell them things are going to be okay. I've been in dark ass places and I got out of it. And then a few months later, being in a terrible place, like it really messed me up. And like, not to sound like conceit or anything, because I really don't think I am, but I've had people tell me like that it's like they admire me for everything I've been through and for getting out of it, and I don't feel like a role model. I really don't. I don't feel like my life is any different than anyone else's just because I've gone through some tough shit. It's just hard. I'm just like a normal person. So then it's like weird when I've had people tell me like, you should talk about your struggles and you should, because it might motivate people, it might help people. And I'm like, I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm any different from anyone else, and I don't feel like it's, I don't feel like an inspiration. I'm just a normal kid who got to shitty time for life. I still have hard things I gotta get past. I gotta learn to forgive people. Because I have like two personalities. I can be very sweet, and then I can also be just a raging bitch. If any of you know me in real life, you've probably seen that. And that's another thing, is like, even when I was in a really dark place, I was a shitty fucking person. I was a shitty fucking person. I was terrible to my friends. One day I'd love their guts. The next day, for no reason, I'd fucking hate them. And it would drive me freaking insane. And I would say terrible things to them. And I want to take responsibility for that. And if I see them, I want to apologize for that in person. And I miss our friendships. My friendships. There's a few people that I really miss. And I have a bad habit of pushing people away. And even when I've been in really good places, I still push people away. And I don't have many close friends anymore. I've reconnected with one of my really good friends for a long time, and that felt really good because I've missed her. And I feel bad because I always push people away, and I need to stop doing that because it's a negative trait, and I've seen what it can do in my family before, so I don't want to ever get to that point. And there's people I really miss, and that's what's hard because I don't know if they miss me. And it kind of, in some ways, I feel like I deserved not being, part of me felt like I deserved them not being in my life because of how I treated them for so long. And that sucks because I miss them so much. And it sucks because I see them moving on and having at least, I don't know. I really don't want to cry. But they're just like, I don't know if they miss me. I don't even know if they think about me. But I think about them all the time. And I hope eventually I can reconnect with them and talk to them again. It just fucking sucks because mental illness is not an excuse, and I'm the first one to say that. People act shitty towards me, or I've had people before just be so rude to me, and they'll be like, I just had like, they won't apologize, but they'll blame it on their mental health, and I'm the first person that it makes me mad that that's an excuse, because if I see these people, hopefully I will immediately say to them, I'm sorry I was such a shitty person to you. I'm just sorry I was so shitty. Because you have to accept how you treat. You have to accept your faults. And I said some really hurtful things before when I was in a really dark place. But being in a dark place is not an excuse to be a shitty person. And I was a shitty person. And I just really miss these people. Because they were there for me when I really needed them. And in particular, one of them did things for me that I was pissed at them for. They did things to try to help me that I was so mad at them for doing. But they did it to help me. And then I was hurt by certain things, so I felt like a lot of time I had a lot of influence where I felt like I was really negative, and I felt like I got in my head a lot, and I felt like they didn't care about me, and I felt like, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling a lot, but I haven't been to therapy in a while. And there's just stuff I need to get off my chest and admit to out loud, so that's the thing, like, it's hard because I felt like if I saw them, One of them I know, but the other one I'm like, would they even think we were that close that we really were? Because I felt like they were like one of my best friends, but then I felt like we like kind of like went in different paths, and then I'm like, my brain makes me think, were we even that good of friends that I thought we were? But if they're watching, which I know they're probably not, I'm really sorry. I was such a shitty person. And I'm sorry that I just I'm sorry I was a shitty person to you. And I'm really sorry that I gave up on our friendship. And just, I felt like I was mad about certain things that are normal that I shouldn't have been mad at. And I just felt like I just walked away and I was like, fuck you. And that is so immature and so freaking, like, disgusting. I get mad at myself because now all these years later, and I miss them. And there's times I wish I could just talk to them, and I miss all like the fun we had together. And just how they make me laugh, and freaking sucks. And I don't know why I keep being like thinking about this person, and like I always think about them. I always wonder how they're doing. I hope they're doing okay, and it just, I don't know why. And I feel like lately I just like want to reach out to them, but I'm scared that they don't even want to hear from me. Because it's been so long. It's been like years since I've talked to them, and I'm like, they probably don't even care. They probably want nothing to do with me. They're doing good without me. They have their life probably, and it's just hard. There's so many people I miss. There's so many people that I just stopped talking to just because I don't fucking know why. Because I'm me and I just push people away. Yeah. This has gotten deep. I apologize. But I'm trying to be a better person. Like, genuinely, I'm trying to be a better person and to admit all my past mistakes and to learn from them. Because I need to learn from them and not fall down the same paths. So I've already told one person that I've like, I haven't talked to them in a while, but I said to one of my friends, I promise you I'm going to keep in touch and I'm not going to like lose touch again, because I'm not going to like fall out of contact again, because I did that and I don't know why. I just like, I always fear that my friends don't, negative thoughts, they pop in my head. I always fear that my friends don't actually like me, or that I'm annoying, or that I know it's just a fear, because I know that that's not the case, but like, I'm always in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't want to bother people, I don't want to seem like a nuisance or anything. So I know you can't think like that because it's not healthy, and so I'm trying not to. I'm trying to reach out more, but that's just a fear I have. So I feel like that's why I push people away a lot of the time, because I don't know. I'm just insecure. Don't know what for. July 23rd was a freaking bust. Just kidding. One Direction. But I have reason to believe they're coming back. If you got that reference, I freaking love you. I don't know. I apologize, I'm like in a weird mood. Whenever, well, because serotonin's released when you cry, but, you know. Ugh. I got a paddleboard, so I've been paddleboarding. I haven't stood up on it. I use it like a kayak, but, because the water hasn't been, like, still enough for me to really stand on it, because it's a lake. So, the pond I have been in, I didn't stand on it, because I was too scared, and I'm really wobbly, because if you've ever had medications before, or ever have to been on like an antidepressant, they have side effects sometimes. The one I'm on, I was on it for 4 years, and then I decided to stop taking it. Not decided, I slowly stopped taking it. So, starting it again, I've had all the side effects again that I've already been through. So it makes me really wobbly sometimes. It makes me kind of, lose my balance, break my foot. Not really, but I was wobbly. Fozzie ran past me. I tripped over him and wobbled into a chair, and the chair fell on my foot, and I still kind of have a bruise on it. Maybe I haven't looked at it, but oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's good. That's good. Makes me bruise easily. So I've had all the side effects again that I've already been through once before and gotten through them. So having to redo it, sometimes I get mad at my body, like, can't you fucking remember? We've been through this before. You know what this is. But no. So I've had to deal with that. So that's why I haven't really stood on the paddleboard, because my balance is very off. And I remember the first time I was on it, I kind of like, when I'd walk past lockers, they would bother my peripheral vision. So, and I remember I'd get dizzy kind of, like, because it would just be like, it's hard to explain. But I remember, like, there was one time I had to, like, walk, and I had to, like, hold onto the wall, because I was like, Jesus. It was just messing with my vision, and I have, like, weird vision anyways, so I remember there was, like, one time it made me a little dizzy, but it hasn't been that bad, because I've had to go up and down the ladder at work, and I've been fine. I haven't fallen, so I don't think it's as bad as I think it is, my wobbliness, but sometimes your dog trips you when you drop a chair on your foot. So, and by the chair, I mean the chair tipped backwards and fell on my foot. But besides that, it's been fine. My foot feels good. I got my boat. Are you kidding me? One. Sorry, Bubba threw up. Poor baby. Whatever. He's okay. He just, every once in a while, he gets obsessed on some tummy stuff. So, this has been a long chat. I miss this. I really miss just talking. This sounds so bad. I miss making videos. I miss editing. I miss having, like, a thing to do creatively that I like to listen, like, that I like just, doing this, and I miss it, and I really have missed it, and I've made about, like, 5 videos that I decided weren't that good, so I just deleted them. And I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to make whatever makes me happy and post it, because someone might like it. And it gives me something creative to do. A creative outlet. I've been trying to write. I have an idea for, like, I don't know if it'd be like a short film type of thing, a movie, or just, a book. I don't know. Not that it would ever get that big, but, like, I have ideas I've just been writing down and trying to, like, work on. It's just been another creative thing I've been doing. I haven't been able to play guitar or piano in a while. I might today, just because my sister's been taking classes a lot, so I don't want to bother her, because they're all at home because of what's going on. So I she started back at work, so there'll be more time where I actually can do that stuff without bothering her, so I will. Who knows? Maybe I'll post a cover of a song. Maybe. I'm again not that secure in my singing voice. I don't sing in front of people. If I don't think people are listening to me, and if I find out they were, like, it makes me like, you know, it like scares me. Even though I used to love singing when I was younger, I still really enjoy it, but it just like, I just know there's so many like, I don't know, I get very self-conscious about everything. About my hair sometimes, my curly locks, but I used to be really insecure about my hair, but now I kind of like my hair. My curly locks. When I was young, I used to hate it and I used to want straight hair, but now I like it. I feel like it fits me. Fits me. And I think it's cute sometimes when she cooperates with me. Because sometimes she has a mind of her own. And that's fine on occasion. I had to switch up my routines with my hair and find out what works, so. But anyways, I've missed this. And I've missed being here and just, I've missed being in a healthy mindset. I've missed being myself. And I missed being happy. So that's what I have to say on that. And more will come. And I will continue to work hard and try to be creative and come up with ideas and talk about things if people want to hear about things, and I'm prepared to be more open if people want about certain issues. I don't know. I feel like there's things I want to talk about, but I feel like nobody would want to hear them. Or that I'm afraid talking about certain things would be triggering for some people. So, like, I don't know. I feel like for so long, and I don't know if this is weird or not, but I feel like for so long, a lot of my struggles I told no one about, and I kept very hush hush and very quiet. So, like, now that I'm in a good place, I'm kind of open to talk about them, because I feel like a lot of stuff people don't talk about, a lot of issues and struggles people really don't talk about, and for someone that struggled with stuff for so long and so quiet, I'm okay with talking about certain things. That's why, like, I feel like at certain times I'm okay with helping people, or like not helping people, but I'm okay with talking about things with people if I know they struggle with certain issues, because I want them to, like, know it's not something you have to be ashamed of. It really isn't. A lot of people struggle with different things, and I felt growing up that it wasn't something I could talk about, but a lot of people struggle, and a lot of people, that was for so long, nobody knew I had issues. I knew I had issues, and I knew that I was a freaking mess. I've had people tell me, like, you don't seem like you have issues. Well, okay. Thanks, I guess. I'll take that as a compliment. I had somebody tell me too when they mentioned something I was talking about. I was like, sometimes I'm a very open person, so if you get me talking, I'll usually just tell you things. And I trust people easily, and sometimes that gets in my way. But there's been times, like, I was like, yeah, like, I've struggled with different mental health issues, or mental illnesses, so I've had to be, like, hospitalized before because I was extremely suicidal at one point in my life. And they're like, you're so nice, I would have never known. It's like, the fuck does that mean? I'm not a mean person. I was like, okay, thanks. You can be a nice person and hate yourself at the same time. That was a long time ago. I'm good now. I say I'm good now, but I'm like, I'm good. And that's why I feel like it's like I don't care about talking about this stuff, because I feel like everybody goes through certain things, and some people like feel it helps them feel better knowing that there is hope, that you're not going to be stuck in the rut forever. Because during it feels like it's never ending. And even with my anxiety this past few months, I felt like it was never ending. And I had certain people remind me, look how far you've come. Don't let this discourage you. And that really helped. It really helped me. So, yeah. Anyways, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm back, and thank you for wasting your time with me today. I'm Nikki, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully. Okay. Bye. Are you still there? It's the end of the video. You click off. No, you click off first. Fine, I guess I'll click off. Just kidding. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has helped me because I've needed it. And things are looking good. Hopefully. I don't know. Bye.